I am Dr. E. Shivaraman. Today we are going to discuss about field effect transistor. First, let us see what is transistor. Transistor is the amplifying device. It increases the strength of the signal. The transistor was invented by Dr. Shockley and his team in Bell Laboratories in the year 1951. Transistor is a main building block for all the electronic system. Without transistor, there is no electronic world. Basically, the transistor is classified into two major categories. First one is bipolar junction transistor and second is field effect transistor. This field effect transistor is further classified into four major categories: junction field effect transistor, JFET, MESFET, MISFET, and metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. This metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor is also known as junction field effect transistor is a three-terminal voltage control device. The three terminals are namely drain, source, and gate. Junction field effect transistor is further classified into two categories: N-channel junction field effect transistor and P-channel junction field effect transistor. The structure of N-channel JFET is shown in the first figure. The structure of P-channel JFET is shown in the second figure. The N-channel JFET consists of moderately doped N-type semiconductor and two heavily doped P regions are diffused on opposite side of its middle part. The two heavily doped P regions are connected internally and it forms a gate terminal. The other two terminals are drain and source. The drain terminal is the point at which the majority carriers are leaving from the channel is called drain. The source terminal is the point at which the majority carriers are entering into the channel is called source. The structure of P-channel JFET is shown in the second figure. It consists of moderately doped P-type semiconductor. Two heavily doped N regions are diffused on opposite side of its middle part. The two heavily doped N regions are connected together and it forms a gate terminal. Already we have discussed about the definition of drain terminal and source terminal. The drain terminal is the point at which the majority carriers are leaving from the channel is called drain. The source terminal is the point at which the majority carriers are entering into the channel is called source. The structure of N-channel JFET is shown in figure 1. The arrow mark indicates the current flow direction. The structure of P-channel JFET is shown in the second figure. The arrow mark indicates the current flow direction. The operation of junction field effect transistor is analyzed under three cases. The first case deals with both gate to source voltage VGS and drain to source voltage VDS are equal to 0. The case 2 discusses the gate to source voltage VGS is varied and drain to source voltage VDS is fixed. Case 3, VGS is fixed and VDS is varied. Now let us see case 1. When no voltage is applied between gate to source junction and drain to source junction, definitely the drain current ID will become 0 milliamps. Without there is no input, the net result is output is also equal to 0. The case 2 discusses the gate to source voltage is varied and the drain to source voltage VDS is fixed. First I am assuming the drain to source voltage VDS is fixed as some small value, that is equal to 1 volt or something. Next I am going to increase the gate to source voltage VGS. When VGS is equal to 0 volt, there is no depletion layer. Now I am going to increase the gate to source voltage. When you are going to increase the gate to source voltage, the width of the depletion layer is increases, the width of the channel is decreases. Okay, it results the flow of electrons are decreased and the drain current ID is also decreased. When VGS is equal to 0, the channel width is maximum. There is no depletion layer. We can able to get the maximum drain current ID. Clear? Next I am going to increase VGS from 0 in small suitable steps. Suppose if we set VGS is equal to minus 1 volt, the width of the depletion layer is increased. When the width of the depletion layer is increased, the channel width is decreased. It results the flow of majority carriers electrons are decreased, the drain current ID is also decreased. Next, for large value of VGS, we are going to increase VGS equal to minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like that. At one value of VGS, the two depletion layers are touch with each other. There is no channel, there is no electron movement. The net result is the drain current ideal become 0 milliamps. This required gate to source voltage to totally depleted of the channel is called pinch off voltage. It is denoted by Vp. Next, let us see case 3. In this case, I am going to increase the drain to source voltage VDS from 0. I am going to keep the gate to source voltage VGS as constant. In this case, when you are going to increase the drain to source voltage VDS, the width of the depletion layer is not uniform. It is in the tapered shape. Because of the reverse bias is maximum near the drain terminal when compared with the source terminal. Further, I am going to increase VDS 0, 1, 2 like that. At one stage, the two depletion layers are meet near the drain terminal. This is called drain pinch off. This required drain to source voltage to meet two depletion layer is called drain pinch off voltage. After drain pinch off voltage, the drain current ID will become constant. The first one is the drain characteristics. The drain characteristics curves gives the relationship between the drain to source voltage VDS and drain current ID for a constant value of VGS. First I am going to keep VGS is equal to 0 volt. I am going to increase the drain to source voltage VDS. For small value of VDS, the drain current ID increases linearly because it obeys the Ohm's law. When voltage is increasing, the drain current ID is also increases linearly. Repeat the same procedure for various values of VGS. Okay, VGS equal to minus 1, VGS equal to minus 2. Next I am going to repeat VGS equal to minus 3. When you are going to set VGS equal to minus 4, the drain current ID will become 0 milliamps. Because of for large value of VGS, the two depletion layers are touch with each other. There is no channel. It results the drain current ID will become 0 milliamps. Next, let us see the transfer characteristics. The transfer characteristics curves gives the relation between the gate to source voltage VGS and drain current ID for a various values of drain to source voltage VDS. In this case, I am going to keep VDS as constant. I am going to increase the gate to source voltage. Note down the corresponding variation in drain current ID. When VG is equal to 0, we can able to get the maximum drain current. IDSS is the maximum saturated drain current. When we are getting the maximum saturated drain current when VG is equal to 0 volt. If you are going to increase the gate source voltage like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 like that, the drain current ID keep on decreasing. At one value, the drain current ID will become 0 milliamps because here there is no channel. The entire channel is totally depleted of minority carriers. Next, let us see the drain characteristics. In drain characteristic curves, it is divided into three regions. The first one is the ohmic region, second is the saturation region, and third is the breakdown region. In ohmic region, if you are going to increase the drain to source voltage, the drain current ID increases linearly. It obeys the Ohm's law. That is why this region is called ohmic region or triode region. The second region is saturation region. If you want to use JFET as an amplifier, you have to operate the device in saturation region. In saturation region, the drain current ID is constant. The third region is a breakdown region. It is not a useful region. For large value of VDS, suppose if you are going to set VDS equal to 20 volt or 25 volt like that, here the drain current ID increases rapidly. This is not a useful region. We can't able to use this region for any purpose. If you want to use JFET as a resistor, you have to operate the device in ohmic region. If you want to use JFET as an amplifier, you have to operate the device in saturation region. The condition for operating the ohmic region is the mod VGD should be less than mod VP. The condition for operating the device in saturation region is mod VGD should be greater than mod VP. Normally, in saturation region, the drain current ID can be calculated using the formula ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square. Now let us see some applications of JFET. The JFET applications are voltage controlled resistor, analog switch or gate, act as an amplifier, low noise amplifier, and constant current source.